Hello, everyone. Welcome to November 14 Zeam call. Here we'll discuss our updates and the readiness for DevNet 1. And then basically we can discuss any general announcements or any issues that are out there. So today attendance looks thin. So let's start with Anshul.
Yeah, so today, I have raised another PR to get the recursive block syncing in place, and I have asked you, Guillaume, and I think I to review it, but others are also welcome to review it. With that, I have made it configurable, the depth of how low we'll go to fetch these blocks, and along with that I have also added max cache limit on blocks, because at a slot there can be multiple blocks as well. This wasn't described in the issue, but I have added it. Apart from that, during the week I was kind of pretty involved with the spec PR as well. There were issues around reducing the testing time. So initially, I was working on the pre-gen stuff. Then I encountered that optimization can be made in one of the Poseidon hashing functions. So yeah, did that. Apart from that, there was a minor race condition that was found in while starting up the networks. So fixed that yesterday. I think it has been merged as well. And apart from that, there was a minor comment on one of the block syncing PR that I had raised earlier. So resolved it, and that has also been merged yesterday by Gajendra. Yeah, I think that was pretty much it from my end.
So Anshul, I think one of the things that I might want you to work on priority is to make our yeah. So I think that it was regarding serialization of the signatures, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I couldn't pick it up. I'll pick it up tonight and try to wrap it up. So is the uh, PQ1 time has been revised, or is it going to happen tomorrow itself?
What do you mean PQ1
So
DevNet? You mean
yeah,
DevNet launch?
yeah.
Yeah, so we are already ahead of other teams. We have integrated, and other teams are still integrated the signatures. But
Mhm.
we said that we will basically ready our lean quick start uh, over the weekend. We can do that. That is fine. So even without that, I mean, so one thing is basically getting our signature serialized in the same spec as set by lean spec, right? Right
Mhm.
now we are using binout to serialize the signatures, and they are not in the same spec what lean spec says how to serialize them, and that is what this particular issue is about.
Mhm.
So that we don't use the bin out, and we just basically concatenate it and deconcatenate it ourselves, and then instantiate the signature object. I think that is what it is about. And Chaitanya was having some issue in instantiating the signature object from the deserialized or from the deconcatenated data at his end. So that is why maybe you can sort of ask him what the issue he was facing, and sort of that unresolved that. So that is one PR. And the second thing I think we need follow up is, which maybe Kai may want to pick, or you want to pick, and is basically integrating the changes in the key manager right now, integrating the changes in the node command, right? So right now node command, so when Chaitanya pushed his last PR, so node command had to read the validated data from the YAML, but he sort of skipped it. So that function, that particular command is not working right now. He threw an not implemented error over there. So what we need to do is that uh, so so if you look at lean quick start, right? So currently if you run lean quick start, it will generate a validator manifest by running hash6 CLI tool, right? And what we need to do is we need to read that manifest to basically get our Genesis spec. So Genesis spec right now is Genesis time plus pub key of the validators. This is what you need for
Mm.
instantiating the Genesis, right? So you basically need to read that validator manifest and say that, okay, these are the public keys in our Genesis, and create a Genesis spec. And the second part of that would be to create the key manager. Right now, the key manager that, for example, Beam command uses is a test key manager, which basically generates, for example, if we say that we have four validators, so it will generate the four keys for short duration. I think for 1,000 lifetime, 1,000 signing lifetime, and basically use those in creating Genesis and signing as well. But now in the node command, we basically first need to read the public keys from the public key manifest to have the Genesis spec through which we basically create the Genesis state. And the second thing is that for the assigned keys, assigned indices, right? So you have to read the corresponding keys in your key manager. So that is the second part to it. So there are two parts to get the node command working. And once we have these two parts, then we can basically get our lean quick start working. So maybe you want to pick it up, or Kai, do you want to pick it up? Unless Kai is still busy in the spec PR. So Kai, what do you think?
So maybe I can look at it. Yeah, I already finished the spec PR.
Oh, you finished your spec PR?
Uh, yes, I think so. So, there is only one test failed. So, it's the issue about lean spec. So, you now is working on that. So, but I needed you guys to review this PR because I create some generator. So, uh, this PR is very large.
Yeah, so I started reviewing the PR and in process of doing it. So which one of you guys want to pick this, Anshul or you?
So I can pick this up, but I think like the signature deserialization is of higher priority. So I'll do that first. Uh, so if like Kai has the bandwidth to do it right now, then he can pick it up. If he doesn't have the bandwidth, then I can take it up as a follow-up task.
Got it. Awesome. So basically fixing the key serialization, deserialization, Anshul, you are doing, and one and Kai is basically making sure that we get our node command working back again. And I think to get our node command working back again, we'll basically need to pre-generate some key pairs. So we already have test key generator. Maybe we can dump some key pairs from that guy.
Okay.
So we basically dump those key pairs in our fixtures so that we can try to read them in the node command. So again, just to reiterate, there are two parts to it. You read the key pairs to say, okay, but these are the public keys which you need to provide in Genesis spec so that the Genesis state can be created, and then you need to you need to generate the instance of key manager to basically say that, okay, this if these are the validator IDs that are assigned to you, so you will basically load those key pairs into the key manager.
Okay.
All right, cool. So let's target this over the weekend. So over the Monday, basically, then we can start looking at integrating into Lean Quick Start, and hopefully by Friday, hopefully by Wednesday, next Wednesday, we are able to integrate into Lean Quick Start. That sounds like a good plan.
Yes.
So all right, Anshul. So then we'll move to Kai directly to get his update.
Yeah. So last 2 weeks, I've been working on the spec test framework. So right now, I create a test generator. So which consume the uh, test vector generated by the tools development by Philippe. So and I also implement the fork choice and the state transition runner. So they are right now there are only two kind of spec tests. So that means we have already implemented all the spec tests right now. Yeah.
Cool, guys. So I will look at the PR and will review it. Thanks for all the work. And now let's move to Partha.
Thanks. So, over the last week, I have a working version of HashSig implementation in pure Zig. I've cross-verified it working for all lifetimes, creating keys on one language and verifying on the other. And now I've proceeded with trying to integrate it with the Zeam. But I'm facing some challenges because the Zig implementation of key generation is much slower than that of Rust. I need help in optimizing it. I've not done that. But for the purpose of this integration, I was just wondering, I have two options. The tests seem to be running for quite a long time. One of the issues I notice is that in the current tests, we are generating keys for each of them. So I rewrote it to generate only once and use the same set of keys for signing and verifying different, but it's still slow. I mean, Gajendra, since this morning till now, it's still running the tests. So I have one question. One way to do it is the lifetime of 2 power 8 uses the same parameters as that of 2 power 32. So I could rewrite the test to use for 2 power 8 so that it completes quickly. But in the actual production implementation of verification, we use the larger lifetime. Or the second option is build the library as a static library in release fast mode, and then integrate it as a static library into Zeam, which then might not give the benefit of a pure Zig implementation. So I'm just seeking your advice. What is the way forward here if we decide to go ahead?
So basically, the amount of so active life that we are generating for keys in our test key manager is 1,000, right? We are not generating beyond 1,000.
That's right, but it would still generate the trees for the entire lifetime, supplied with empty data, and only then generate the other keys. So the time consumption is still larger than what it would be for a lower lifetime.
No, it shouldn't be like that because, I mean, with the Rust library, we are able to sort of generate it without having any, visible time issues.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The Rust library is very efficient. It is probably 10 times more quicker in key generation than the Zig implementation. So this is where I need help in improving the key generation time.
So, okay, so I talked to Benedict in Cambridge, and he said that he would be like, okay, maybe this week is going to be difficult if they're all in Buenos Aires, but he said he would be trying to help you, and I can ask him if he doesn't answer. But yeah, he said he would be able to help you, so you should definitely try to ask him first, because I know they do have some like optimizations, like using vector instructions and things like this. So the first thing you should do, I think, is to talk to Benedict. The other thing, I very much, I would advise against dealing too much with tweaking Rust libraries too much, because they have such a tendency to break. And in fact, when I give my update, I have some complaint about this. But yeah, my first advice is to go to Benedict and try to integrate some of their optimizations into your lib.
Okay.
So I am assuming that uh, for generating rest of the tree beyond the 1,000 signatures, right? It would just be some sort of a static or some super optimized zero construction, right?
Yeah, it's a zero leaf tree, but it would still need to generate the trees. So 2 million. So out of the 2 million trees, 1,000 trees would have the actual key. The others would be just zero leaves.
So like in SSZ, we have zeros that are on the fly constructed, but I am not sure whether we can have some sort of an optimization over here, because you can sort of store and compile these zeros and just read them up and use it, right?
Possible.
Because
I
the
don't know. I
zero,
mean, yeah, I would appreciate another pair of eyes to look at it, because I mean, honestly, I've lost a lot of hair building this, and this is the best I could think of. So any help I appreciate. But I mean, for the purpose of testing, are you happy to reduce the lifetime and use a different parameter set, because the test would go through quickly?
no, I mean, given that we have Rust doing similar stuff I mean,
Okay.
so that way I would not want to switch it out. So in that sense, I think the most obvious optimization is basically pre-compute the zeros, trees, and switch it, and most likely that is what Rust would be doing.
Okay, I'll take a look. Go back to hashtag, and yeah, to answer Gam, Benedict did come back for a couple of points, but he didn't have time to do the complete review. I'll wait. I'll chase him again, see if he has some time next week.
Because if you have pre-computed tree, it would be very easy to just fill
Yeah.
rest of the things and you know get to the tree root.
Okay, I'll do that. So you are
And
not even for static generation of the library, which might quicken things up, but it defeats the
what do you
purpose
mean
of a
static generation of the
So I
library?
built the library in a release fast mode, and link that to the Zeam executable, like you are currently doing for the hashtag library as an external library. I mean, consumption, right?
That is fine, but the time sort of should match, right?
Yeah.
The benchmarking should match
Yeah.
in terms of generation, key generation.
Okay, I'll take a look.
So if you can do it in release fast mode and it matches the rest, I don't think it would,
I mean,
because
it's
there
comparable,
would,
not matching exactly, but it's comparable. Maybe I don't know. I haven't measured for 2 power 32. I'll do that, but for the lower lifetimes, it was almost. I mean, I couldn't spot much of a difference there.
okay, so if it's match comparable for 1,000 active lifetime for 2 to the power 32 total
Mhm.
lifetime, I think then we can definitely consider doing it that way for sure.
Okay, will do.
Or we can just in our build .zig, we can directly uh, enter the optimization to be released. We can hard code the optimization over there, so
Okay,
it can be done, I think, either way. So in fact, we can just do it by hard coding in our build.zig if that is the issue, but timings have to be comparable.
sure. Okay.
Cool. All right, Nupur.
Hi. So last week I worked on automating the release process for Lean Quick Start and the Zeam repos. And I was also working on writing the finalized and unfinalized log to block root index. And currently I'm working on finishing Mercy's PR for the state transition metrics. All these four repos are like almost ready to merge, but there are a couple of issues that need to be fixed. So it should be done in like today or by tomorrow. That's it.
Any idea why Mercy isn't here today?
I think she was traveling. Um, she's not updated, but she was supposed to go to Argentina, I guess.
Got it. And so Chetan is also off on a personal day, but he completed the PR, and I think that was his work for this week. So that's all good. Coming to my update before we go to Guillaume. So I'm basically reviewing the PRs and merging them in, and some of the PR merges might be reverted by Guillaume, so that is there. Uh, Apart from that, I'm trying to figure out what is the next step for us in terms of lean aggregation, and that is what I was pushing for in this week's call. So I will try to figure that out. Look at lean VM's API. And apart from that, we are working on another project that we might talk about in coming calls. So now over to Guillaume.
Yeah, I've been mostly trying to clean up the code base. So there's been a lot of memory leaks happening that were not tested. I mean, the CI, does not, because running the prover is extremely complex and it takes a lot of time. We're not doing this for regular PRs, and the result is that a lot of stuff leaks memory and no one noticed. And they were like the JSON stack is completely is leaking like there's no tomorrow. Yeah, I'm trying to fix all that. It's been a bit difficult. On top of that, GitHub is acting like it auto closed the PR and I can't reopen it. I don't know what happened, but anyway. So yeah, I was saying this before the recording started, but we're going to. I'm trying to fix all the leaks. I still have like 20 or so to fix. I had to deactivate, so that's actually something else. But yeah, so please don't merge anything before I'm done with this. And once again, 20 leaks away. They're a bit harder to find, but they used to be 400. So it's getting somewhere. When I do this, I'm going to activate because so far the leaks, memory leak detected are just an advisory thing, like watch out, there's a leak, we're not telling you. I mean, we're telling you, but we're not doing anything about it. I'm going to activate to make sure this becomes an error, so that we don't break anything anymore. I created a dummy, what I call a dummy prover, which just because everything that got broken is in some code. If you don't run the prover, it's not compiled in. You don't even see it's happening. So now I created a dummy prover that runs on every PR, and it will at least include some of that code so that you can see if the beacon chain, the beacon state, or the chain, or the mock, the chain mocker creates some issues. So this one is actually already in, and it shows the memory leaks. And there was something else I wanted to say. Oh yeah, so there's this weird thing that Anshal did, like this last PR you pushed. I don't understand yet why. I mean, okay, I kind of understand. You probably use the function that activates more code that gets pulled in, and it creates a what's that called? A dual dual symbol defined conflict on only on Mac OS. So I don't build all provers on Mac OS anymore. Yeah, that's kind of annoying, but at least it still builds on Linux. So I think we're going to say Mac OS is not a platform we're going to use for proving for the time being. I mean, if you build it with a single prover, it's fine. But if you want to build it with all the provers together, that's going to be Linux only. Yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I'm trying to, yeah, hopefully I can be done today and we can resume merging stuff.
Yeah, sounds good. I think it is acceptable that we say that Mac OS is sort of out of scope for building all provers in a single go. So I guess it's all good. All right, guys, unless anyone else has something to discuss, I guess we are done. Okay, cool. So we will now see you on 21st November, Friday, same time.
Okay. Thank
Take
you.
care.
Thanks. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
See you.